That's scary.
Yeah, I think end of here, best thing would be just a wheelchair ramp. Not a ramp, but an elevator.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, easiest, most compact.
You do construction, right?
I'm into it, I don't do it, but.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. What I was thinking was your
It's
best
trying
bet.
to do a ramp and then a ramp that's just gonna take up so much room, just a little $3,000 one of
You know what I
those.
was thinking? I was even thinking a lift right here.
I don't really want it front and center.
Okay, okay. That makes sense, makes sense. See, I figured if you put it here, then you could utilize this entire space here for a whole different thing. And maybe have something where people can see what you're doing from the outside.
It might be good. The windows are really dark though. To be
I would
honest.
just change the windows. There's a little tint on them. I would either try to clear them up or, you know.
We need a wheelchair lift big enough for his bike.
No, I could just ride off into this. My tires are big. Just land right over here.
Oh, he would ride downstairs in his bike if he wanted to.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So look at all the space you have here. Like this entire corner is bigger than your office already. This fits your desk and Nell's desk pretty much. Like,
Did this once have a floor at this level?
No.
No, this was always this.
It's a brand new building. So when he built it like this. This used to be, back in the day, it was a mechanic shop where they fix cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The owner was a mechanic. Yeah, so he owned, on the corner of Bowery and Great Jones, there's an outdoor, like a little food hall right there. That's where he also had shop. He's a very good developer. His name is John.
Nash, we're not thinking about the compressor now. We could have a wall for all the different chips and parts, and all the chips and parts can be in one section, and you can have a little stick to get to them.
That would be nice to have.
Like this entire thing could be pegboarded.
Put a slot wall or a pegboard.
Not even pegboard, but like some way to turn the walls into a place. What is this thing?
It looks like the old HVAC machine at the end. Well, what is this? Is it?
An old heat exchange.
Okay, makes sense.
What is this thing?
Needs to just be carved out and sold.
Look, there's a schematic to it on the back, Paul.
Why is there flooding in here?
There used to be a toilet there.
But why is it flooded? Well, what they did is when they pulled the line, this is what the last construction that we had here told us. So you see that? I guess that was where they tried to do the pump. The guy that Steve brought had an explanation. I honestly don't remember what he said. He brought an Asian contractor
So
with
does
us.
this need
yeah.
a sump pump?
I would assume so, but I think that there is a sump pump already in place. I think he said something about when they dug, they decided to just go with this instead of
The
that.
wall fixture instead
Yeah,
of
something like
wall
that. I'm not
fixtures.
too familiar with what he said.
So there is no HVAC installed in this.
Well, there is,
space.
right? See that?
That only looks like a vent. That's not enough for HVAC service.
So that's the vent, and then we need to just put the ductwork in.
To a heat exchanger or just to open air out on the roof?
I believe that the units are on the roof. We can set up another.
Yeah, there's light up there. That's, yeah, okay. So
Sorry.
there is nothing on the roof. It needs to be installed.
I think it's already installed, not 100%.
Well, then it's not even blocked off into this, because there's daylight in there.
There is. So is that the air from outside?
Yeah, that's just up to the roof and it's wide open. So there's probably not a package unit on the roof. There needs to be a package unit on the roof.
Okay, what do you think, what is this thing then? You think they use this for anything?
This looks just like a heat exchanger. There's no... See, there's two different ways of doing this. Is that you have the condensing unit upstairs and on the roof,
right? Yeah.
and then this would be the heat exchanger that gives you the actual cold air into the space. What that would be for is if there was a package unit up on the roof, which is everything all in one, and it either blows cold air or blows hot air into the
there.
space.
Okay.
So
And
that,
then the ductwork would just go from here across and then
Yeah.
distribute it. Okay.
just one giant duct with all the vents all the way up.
None of that stuff is asbestos, right?
No, that's cotton, probably.
Okay. I'm the dumbass who can't
Long
tell the
cotton.
difference.
What is that door to?
So that door leads into the building.
That's my secret exit for when YouTube fans show up. My office will be here, and when somebody's
Yeah.
like, "Is Lewis here?" and I want to leave.
So
You
this
could-
did not, this was never set up with this was a crawl space and that was the floor? This was never done like that? Because why would that door be put in where this was the floor for it?
There used to be a door right there. I think they cinder blocked that wall, closed it, and I think they put the door right here. Cause I don't ever remember there being a door here. And I think the plan was to put a mezzanine over here. And the plan, and then that's the plan what the last guy had, was to build a mezzanine. And I'm guessing he wanted to build it somewhere around maybe like here. And I'm not too sure where the staircase was, but there were talks of him putting in a mezzanine a while ago.
You have to be pretty short. If you're 2 inches taller than me, and there's a mezzanine over here.
Who did this construction up to this point?
Up to this point is the current landlord. His idea was if I get it, you know, in this condition or a little, a little bit better than what it's currently in now, by, you know, maybe installing that bathroom and, you know, putting in the duct or whatever, and, you know, I would be able to rent it. Cause it was very raw before he did this. Before he did this, none of this was here.
What I'm concerned with, what really concerns me,
Yeah.
is that the condition of what it is right now. It's roughed in, there's barely any outlets anywhere, there's no fixtures anywhere, but it's all closed. We have to reopen all these walls, we have to run all electrical in here, nothing's roughed in with the electrical. Where is the breaker panel? Where is the electricity coming from right now anyway?
The extension cord back.
That's a concern of mine.
Electricity's in here. See that? It looks to me like everything's going in here.
There's tons of VX cable coming out over here.
So then,
Is any of this live? Where is this all going to? How is this all run?
I like how you ask, "Is any of this live?" as you grab
that's
it.
a question, that's a good question.
I'll be able to tell if it's live if I grab it.
That's why we brought the gentleman Sonny, so he could do all that
Yeah,
due
yeah.
diligence. I mean, I honestly don't know. I remember there was an electric panel in this corner a while ago. I don't know if they decided to move it or what they did with it.
Well, there's one roughed in the back, but
Oh,
there's
there
no
is?
main going into it.
Then I'm not-
There's just a tiny little wire going into it. So this space has got to have at least 150 amp, if not 200 amp service.
It definitely has a minimum of 200 amp, and that's triple phase.
This is three phase.
Yeah.
This is a commercial property, three phase.
100% commercial property,
So-
everything. I don't know what these guys started to do though with the box.
That's not even, that's an alarm panel.
Oh, I don't know.
That's low voltage. This is an alarm panel. This isn't even for this.
So where would the electricity, where the hell did it go? I mean,
And why is there a light behind this wall? Why is there a fluorescent fixture behind this wall? This wall needs to come out. I need to know what's behind this before we. Look, there's the main coming in.
where?
Right there. That junction box right there is some kind of main.
Okay.
So there might be an electrical panel behind this wall. This wall needs to come down.
It's all right, so we gotta take it down. It is what it is.
But I'm afraid of what they're hiding.
I don't think they're trying to hide anything. I think the best thing to do would be to have your construction guys come here, and I'll have them have one of their guys, the guys that did this work, and then you guys can just like talk and just ask, whatever questions you have. That's the easiest way to get an answer for everything.
I see two lines. The building is providing us hot water. Two water lines here. The building itself is providing us with hot water.
Well, the building provides you with hot water.
Okay. So we don't have to put in a water heater. That's
No, you don't have to put it, you may need your own water meter, because you may, because it's a condo building, you probably do need your own water meter. I think there might be.
So this is an illegal add-on right here?
Is it a what?
That's an illegal add-on? Because it's not metered. That's coming right off of two main headers, and it's capped down to really tiny pipe coming over the back.
Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that, I have no idea. I think the best thing to do is just make a list of all the questions, and then what I'll do is, I'll set up a time for us to either get on a call or sit down with the architect that did all this and the contractor. And then, you know, all your questions are good questions, we should answer them, we should get them answered. You know, we're not in a rush to do anything, let's get everything answered.
Like, I can care less about cosmetic.
Yeah.
This space is nice, it's huge, this can make something really nice. I'm worried about infrastructure.
I agree with you 100%.
Where is the main breaker panel? I want to
You
see
think
the
that's
main
it?
breaker
You
panel.
think that's probably it?
That looks like a main coming in. I don't know if that's going back out or going down or what.
So it's
But
definitely not
that would be
that.
where a three-phase main is coming in.
So it's definitely not that thing. So where the hell did it go? I mean, what is that red thing over there? Is that water?
That's fire sprinkler.
Okay, we got the sprinkler system in already. They're putting the bathroom here, so.
Sprinkler system in this space?
You see the sprinklers? See the heads?
Yeah, there's a head up there, okay.
Bunch of heads. The red pipes.
Okay, well that's improperly done.
Oh, it is?
Yes, that can't be above the drop ceiling.
Well, the reason,
Whatever
it's not
ceiling.
finished though. The reason they left it like that is because they didn't know if the new guy that took the space wanted to keep the ceiling like this, wanted to.
Oh, an open ceiling, you just paint it black?
That's why they said we're leaving it, we're not gonna touch it, we left it like that. Because, you know, somebody comes in and says, hey, I need the sprinkler, I wanna do a drop ceiling, or I don't wanna do, I want an industrial look, no drop ceiling, okay, take it off, leave the sprinkler heads. Oh, I want a drop ceiling, okay, we gotta drop the sprinkler heads now, so, you know, that's why they left it like that. That's kinda why they left the space in the condition that it's in. But the electric thing also, you see, the Sunny guy that came, the contractor, he didn't have any, I'm not a contractor, he just seemed like everything was, you know, he told Steve, you know, it looks fine. But I think that we should do another walkthrough, just, you know,
No,
I'm happy we did this walkthrough.
There's a lot of things that don't look fine. There's a lot of iffy question things that I have in here.
You know, I wonder what this is.
I think it's fixable, Will. We just have to know what we're up for. I think this stuff is all fixable, it's just we have to know what we're up for.
There's probably a pipe or something sticking out of that. Maybe a beam.
My only guess would be that they put the electric somewhere over here.
Well, it needs to be accessible.
No, 100%.
Like, I can't believe that there's lights on in this space without them going to a breaker.
Oh, I think here, this is where they're gonna put, they were gonna put it. You see those lines coming out of the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where, I think that's where they're gonna put it. I just think they didn't finish it. Well, I mean, they clearly didn't finish it. See those black lines coming out, those 3 big, or 4 big black lines?
Yeah.
That would be three-phase. You have the three-phase and a ground.
Yeah, so that's where it is. I guess they just started it, they never really finished.
Okay, I'm fine with having a breaker panel up front of the building.
Yeah, I think what we should do is maybe we'll get your contractors, maybe whoever's gonna be your architect or somebody, get them all in here next week. We'll do another 1 or 2 walkthroughs, just to make sure we get everything that we need, you know, answered and get you guys, you know, comfortable. And we should start, you know, we should definitely bring the architect and everybody, just so we see what we need to get, like what type of permits or anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's try to get as much of a head start as we can. You know, so then whenever the concession kicks in, we have a head start. What do you got here? Just water, yeah.
There is a sump pump in there.
There is, right? I remember there was a sump
That's
pump.
what that is.
Because I remember there being a sump pump. I'll tell you what I can tell you from.
This is a sump pump line because it has a check valve on it.
So based on my experience with this landlord, the guy that built the building, right, he conduited out and sold it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a contractor. The guys that own it now, they don't even know how to fucking hang up a picture. Like, it's just not what they do.
Yeah.
So, you know, for them to, you know, that's why they were more interested in like, okay, give me more time and I'll do the work, because,
Yeah, that's what I figured.
you know, they know that if they were gonna.
I just wanted to make sure there was no like structural integrity
No,
thing before I sign.
You see the work that they've accomplished now, like, they've owned it for like 3 years. They didn't really like try to do work, because they got a lot of other things, but like, you know, you
Unfortunately,
see here, there's a little hole.
unfortunately, this is now gonna have to be ripped out. Where's that going to?
Looks like mechanicals or something back there.
Oh yeah, it's sprinkler room.
Yeah.
You can see in that little hole.
And we can access all that through the building anyway, so.
Well, I don't think we need access to it.
I mean, if you ever did, you could just access it through the building.
Cool.
We might have to put a stairwell here.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, I don't know about New York City code, but I'm thinking we're going to need 2 exits to this space.
I
So
don't
we're
think
gonna have to be able to access that.
You wouldn't need 2 exits.
For a space this large?
So a space this large, as long as you have a letter of no objection, you have the extra exit, right? So if you have a letter of no objection, it means you just can't have more than 74 people in the place, which is fine. If you wanted to get a public assembly, then you'd have to provide, you know, a set of plans showing multiple egresses and things like that. In your case, you got a letter of no objection, I think you're fine. I don't think you should, you know, I think you should just keep it simple if you can. Try to get it done with cosmetic work. Like I was telling Lou,
Well, I wouldn't mind being able to access that.
I mean, it's yours. You can access it if you want. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I would even put a mezzanine back here. I mean, the ceiling height's so high, I'd actually make a nice mezzanine here and try to get an additional, you know, 600-700 square feet out of it if I could. I mean, I don't think you have anything to lose.
Like, I think, what I picture back here would be really cool. This would have to come down, you would have to have a step down, probably 2 steps to get to here. Then step up, so that you have head height under here. And all back here would be like storage and
Yeah.
above office type thing.
A beautiful office. I mean,
Yeah.
overlooking everything.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
And then a stairwell to access it right here.
You would have to walk up to the office to get fired.
Yes.
That is cool.
That's what this space needs back here. This space needs to come up. This would all be storage down here. This would all be our quicks and
Okay,
bubble
so
wrap
like
and all
up.
that
So
shit.
when would the office start? So how tall would it be?
Like, well, I would want the floor to be 6 foot, 6.5 foot.
It's like right now, if you're
maybe
like as
7.
tall as Milan in the current store, your head almost hits the ceiling. I want to get rid of that.
So yeah, the ceiling would be here.
And
you
then
have
there's another
floor-
ceiling up there.
Floor joist here, and then yeah, basically split this completely in half, and then this entire thing all the way to here. Bring it in maybe here, there. This would be the cutout where the stairwell's coming down.
And this
And
would
you
be
come up
storage.
here to a door.
And what is this going to be?
That
Air
well,
conditioner?
this whole area would just be stockroom.
What does that thing go?
This thing's garbage.
What is that?
This the old package unit.
I want it.
You don't want it.
I think it's cool. Alright. So you think that there's there's a light fixture behind that wall? You said.
Yeah, I want that wall taken down. I want to see what's behind
Yeah, you
it.
can take it down. I mean, it's not. When we ask the guy, we'll figure out what's behind it. I mean, from what I remember, it looks exactly like this wall. It's just straight brick and like, you know, nothing above it. It's like a very.
Like,
Would you keep this?
I can't
Oh.
believe they would just seal up of like, just drywall over a lit.
You know what I
fluorescent light.
honestly think it is? I think that's the light coming from that room we were looking at.
There's a
here.
Kevin working at every construction company. But if you look, would you
This
keep?
light?
I think that's, you're gonna find that that's
I
a
like-
fixture just like that. The quality of that light and the shape of that light is just a fixture just like that on this wall.
Like what? Oh, like that?
Just like that on this wall.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think there was one of those on that wall from back in the day. And I actually see you see the line? The
Yeah.
line goes right through. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. It's the exact same light, actually.
Yeah.
I remember it now.
Behind the wall.
Yeah, it's the
So
exact
Paul,
same-
would you keep this ceiling, or would you get rid of this line, whatever that is, the drop ceiling thing? Because if you put a ceiling, then you have to move the sprinklers, right?
Yes, all the sprinklers would have to come down to where they're touching.
Would
the
you be able to
ceiling.
get something like the DuPont FM2000 system where it puts out a gas that's not hazardous rather than sprinkler? The sprinkler would fuck up
Very,
everything.
very, very expensive.
The sprinklers would fuck up everything.
Oh yeah, if you want to get a halon system or something like that.
Halon kills you. I mean,
Yeah.
DuPont has a system that you can breathe in. It doesn't kill you, but it
So
kills
it's
fire.
really nice.
No, Halon kills you, so I'm not interested in death. But
Yeah, you can do that.
But-
It's just you're talking about $100,000 just for that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
Huge.
god. I mean, where do they use that?
okay, never mind. Kill
Oh my
people.
God.
Data centers.
Oh wow.
I'd rather just die.
One of my friends works at a place
Never
that has it.
Oh wow.
Good.
I thought the iPhone was waterproof.
If it was, we wouldn't be renting this place. What are all those pipes up there? Just water stuff?
That's for the apartments.
So
above.
we would plan on covering this entire ceiling with a drop ceiling, right?
I am not opposed to just painting it black.
But how do you paint it black and leave the bar stuff up there? You would leave the bars?
Yeah, I would leave the bars. I would hang stuff from the bars. I would have lights hanging from the bars. The bars are a good attachment point to hang our lights from. So I would leave the bars open the way it is, spray the entire thing black,
Yeah.
and put our light fixtures
I love
on
that
the
idea.
bars.
I love it. A nice industrial look, you know?
I like that.
Ah.
Water and electrical, physical wise, this is great. There's nothing wrong with this space. Water and electrical, that's what I want to know about. And sewage. I want to know, is this the actual main sewage pipe all the way up here at this level? So we need a sewage pump. For our toilets and everything, we need to pump up our sewage to get to that level and out.
Okay.
It's either that or we build a bathroom above this level.
I understand, okay.
Get rid of the bathroom here, and the second level that we want to make with the stockroom underneath, put the bathroom at that height, so then there is no pump, there is no sewage pump or anything, it just goes down into that, if that's the main stack. So if that's the main stack, I think that would be a better way to go than this in-wall toilet that pumps and everything. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Put the bathroom so you have to go up 6 steps to get into the bathroom.
But as long as you don't have to deal with the whole pump crap, right?
Yes.
I get it, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
The bathroom's got to go up.
Why?
Because that's where our shit has to go. It's either we're going to pump it up 3 feet, or we're going to put the bathroom 3 feet taller so the shit just goes
I don't
downhill.
want to climb stairs to take a shit.
You're
What
going
if
to
I
climb
really have
stairs
go?
to take a shit. No.
What if I don't make it?
You're climbing stairs to take a shit.
I don't want.
No, I don't care.
Fine. So that's the bathroom.
And now I hope we don't have to make the bathroom handicap accessible as well. Then we need another ramp or elevator for the bathroom.
Oh, we get up to the bathroom.
There's writing on the wall here, Paul. There's a note.
Para mañana, un bando. Oh, that's what they need for tomorrow. Pistola de gas, pegura de something.
Fuck notebooks. Fuck OneNote. Write it on the drywall.
It is quite a bit larger than what we have now.
Yes.
Just look at how expansive the front of this place is.
Yeah, the bathroom needs to go above the main stack. Fuck pumping. Pumping leads to issues. You can have issues if you're gonna pump. You don't want to pump.
What if we have a Bafang pump?
No, your Bethangs break all the time. We're not having our toilet break and spew shit at us. Gravity fed toilet, no pumping shit.
So how does this, where does this go into?
That's the main stack coming out of the building.
Awesome.
So the way they have it set up now, is it that it goes in through here, and then it goes in, and then it gets pumped up through the sump pump into there? Is that how
That's
it's
what it seems like.
Okay.
Like, no, we don't want a shit cistern here. We don't want to have a pool of shit that's
I
going to
agree
get
with you,
pumped up.
100%, no.
That's I want real sanitary conditions, not
This is
crazy shit. So yeah, the bathroom's going to be above your head.
So you could actually look down at everybody from the restaurant
Why
Yes.
are you dropping the
if
deuce?
you put a window.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Even better, you put a glass floor that nobody can see into. You can only see out of. You should actually do that for the office right here. I mean, if you had a nice office on the second floor where you could look out but nobody could look in, I mean.
Sonny's quote now makes more sense.
If he was going to put a second floor back here.
Not even the second floor thing, just the amount of money that he wanted. Does
Yeah.
it make more sense now?
Yeah. I mean, I hope he doesn't go fucking nuts with the quote now that we would want a second floor back here.
Are you a contractor?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, honestly, to be honest with you, I even thought that his quote was a little light.
No, it makes sense given the amount of work that will be required, and adding a second floor would be a worthwhile thing to do.
But the mezzanine shouldn't cost you too much more, because it's just, just like installation, right? It's not like they're actually pouring cement or anything. It's just gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
steel.
just 2x4 steel,
Yeah.
whatever.
You could jump on that and it wouldn't fall through or anything?
No,
Yes,
firm
of course.
doesn't go anywhere.
Basically, I just want a deck up here.
Exactly.
And put some walls
Exactly.
on it. That's it.
And use that space under for storage, right,
Yeah.
you know?
we always have tons of bubble wrap and other shit, so we need a storage space that's out of sight.
Yeah.
So my only concerns are the fuck that plumbing, the bathroom needs to go above main stack height, and the electrical. Where is the main coming in?
Definitely that corner. We'll confirm though. Should we get back in next week with Sunny and maybe have Sunny bring the architect or whoever works with it?
Yeah.
And then I'll have the.
Yeah, that works. Or sooner if possible.
Because
I
we
mean,
need
when are you?
Sunny, we need, anytime, tomorrow, today,
Alright,
weekend.
I'll
I'm
reach
around.
out to him with all these.
I'm around anytime, just let me know, and I got the keys, so. We just wanna tell Sunny, I mean, we just need Sunny to sign off on everything, you know? We
Yeah.
just wanna make sure we're good, because
Basically, this is what I want to see in the back. This thing right here,
it's higher.
just up here.
Yeah.
That's all. This exact thing up there,
Exactly.
and then put some walls around it. There's an office. There's a bathroom in it. The bathroom needs to be above stack height. Fuck that pumping. Hell no.
Is there a pump there?
Yeah, and it's unplugged. That's why it's full of water. Like that's just gonna be a regular sump pump for water. No, we're not pumping shit. No. And I do not want to be talked out of anything by Sonny. Fuck that. What I'm saying for this goes. We're not pumping shit.
What
I don't
is-
give a shit what kind of sump pump you come up with, what kind of sewage pump you come up with. The bathroom is going above stack height. Fuck you.
What
You're
if-
not convincing
What if
me
he
for
puts it
anything
below
else.
stack height, but he provides a guarantee that he will shovel any shit that doesn't go out?
No, he won't show up. When it comes time to shovel shit, Sonny's not showing
His
up.
shop is 6 blocks away. We can bring it there.
Yes,
We have the legal
We'll
container.
get a wheelbarrow and wheelbarrow the shit right to the shop.
Right down that Lucy, huh?
Paul is taking no shit.
I'm not, no. No, I told him what floor I wanted in our shop, and he comes with a completely different floor because it was on sale. Fuck that, no.
Yes. Oh my God. this
I
guy-
told him I want resilient tile flooring, resilient linoleum flooring in the office. He comes back with some kind of clapboard shit that was on sale. Fuck that, no. This floor, I just want to polish.
Yeah, I would polish it and just fill up the little cement over there and call it a day.
Grind it,
That's
polish it,
yeah.
and that's it. A polished concrete floor will look fucking amazing in here.
I agree, especially if you spray the ceilings like you wanted to.
Yes.
Hide some of all of this, the bars and the insulation and stuff.
Oh yeah, this will be drywalled like all that.
But the ceiling, like you're gonna be able to see the.
Well, no, paint it black.
You can paint this whatever the cotton stuff is.
Yeah, you just spray the whole thing.
You can paint that black.
Oh, interesting.
The only thing I don't think we're allowed to paint black is the sprinkler lines. They need to stay red.
Yeah.
Paul doesn't take anyone's shit, not even his own.
No, I'm not taking my shit. The toilet's taking my shit.
All right, so let's speak to Sadi, have him come by, and let's make a firm plan. Because now that the terms in the lease have been updated to something that's that's amicable, I really unless there's a ridiculously large gotcha, I'm open to taking the space. Like short of a ridiculously large gotcha, I'm okay with taking it as is. As long as we have answers to the questions that you proposed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the electric line's over there in the corner.
Yeah, where exactly is the electrical service? Where's the main breaker panel gonna go? Where is the water service?
How many bodies are behind that wall?
How many bodies did they bury behind the wall? Yeah, I'd like to know what is behind this wall. Why does it bump out so much farther?
Which one?
This whole big wall, like
This
why?
one?
Yeah, why doesn't it move back in like all of these other ones do? It should look just like these on the other side.
You know what I'll do? I'll look at the old photos.
There's an old picture.
I have old pictures from like 2012, 13 when the guy first.
Because I kind of like the column then break.
I'm gonna. I think there was like something here. I don't know what it was. Something, but nothing major. But I'll see. And that's why they built it out. It just sounded because it's really definitely hollow.
Well, I'll just cover the whole wall with slat wall or brick wall or something, and we'll put merchandise on it. Ooh. We could do shelving type stuff and put one of those library ladders on the pipe.
Is there gas here? What type of heating would there be in the winter?
Yeah, what is up on the roof? Is
Are
there
we
gas on
putting
the
like,
roof in the roof?
is it gonna be electrical, gas,
There's gas in the building.
It'd probably be gas heat.
hot
But
water?
we need a package unit for the roof.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to provide a package unit for the roof.
What do you know what those cost? Should we find out?
Yeah, like $40,000.
So let's see if we can find that out.
For a package unit for this space, you're gonna need like a 3-ton pack and maybe 4-ton package unit.
I would
We can't
go with
just
a
get
5
you
ton.
a,
If the 5 tons a little more, I'd go with a 5 ton.
get everybody a jacket with the sheep logo on it. That lady's taking a picture of me.
I think she's watching you on,
I don't think she could see us.
again?
Yeah, that window's too dim. She's looking at herself.
So if I move over here, does she still look at
That
me?
would be fun. Everybody at the bus
It looked
stop
like
always
she was
looking at
taking-
themselves.
Okay, so she wasn't looking at. I thought she was taking a picture of me. I wonder what kind of internet they have here.
Fios is in the building.
Files? No more Spectrum!
Oh shit!
Fuck Spectrum!
You know what's funny is this is the only building that had Fios. Back like I'm talking 4 or 5 years ago in the entire neighborhood. I live on 11th and 1st, and I couldn't get fucking Fios. And then my buddy here, he's like, he's got Fios. I'm like, how'd you get it? Verizon slowly started expanding territory, you know, and now they're here. And they've been in this building for a long time.
That's another thing too. Yeah.
Where is the
this-
distribution board, someone says?
It's not in yet.
Oh.
Yeah, this entire wall needs to be opened back up because we need Cat 5 run through all of this, and
That's
we
fine.
need we need a lot more outlets through the entire.
Oh, that's not enough? You can't just get one of those
No.
extension cords and like keep plug one into the other, into the other, into the other, into the other?
No.
Why can't you daisy chain extension cords?
No. As well as I want some outlets in the ceiling too, so that if we want to put an island out here, I can just drop it.
Yeah.
So for AC, we would run our own vents along the ceiling, or you just get everything from back there?
You would have one giant vent coming from that, the one that's going to the roof. The package unit, so you get this big box that's bigger than that, and it has heat and air conditioning inside of it. It goes on the roof, gets piped into that, and it just blows cold or hot air down into there, and it gets distributed across the whole.
So do you have a thingy that has multiple vents, or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, duct.
We need to install the duct first.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just making sure whoever sits there is not 30 degrees and everybody else is hot.
No, that shouldn't be. Yeah, the Sunny guys do HVAC. Cause yeah, this is gonna get expensive because we're gonna have to rent a crane, or we're gonna have to get an HVAC. They're gonna have to get permits. They're gonna have to get a crane in here to put a package unit up there. This is full construction.
So like a $150,000 project, most likely.
That sounds reasonable. That sounds like a
150 to 200,000 is what it would be.
that with light fixtures and Cat 5 and all that stuff, that yeah, I can see somewhere around there.
All right, so about somewhere in the 150 to 200,000 range, if we're looking at all of that on top of what Sonny's already quoted us for.
Yeah, even just light fixtures and stuff like that all needs to be decided. Switches, switch boxes, all that shit.
You don't need switches.
We need switches.
No, you just unplug the wire, you take it out
Stop
of the
it.
twisting. What's that twisting you use to combine wires together?
Wire nut?
Yeah, you just twist it out of the wire nut when you leave every day.
No, stop it.
Look, I'm gonna hold on, I mean, I got the code, so whenever you need to get in, you let me know, whether it's on the weekend, Monday, Labor Day, doesn't matter, any day. Any day, anytime, let me know, we'll get in. And see if Sonny can give you a commitment letter too, you know, a letter that outlines his certain, you know, what he's gonna do for you, and list the prices, you know, so then you don't have any, you know, surprises. And just add a clause that is, you know, contractor will consult, you know, client, you know, regarding any changes in equipment, even if it's on sale.
What about a horizontal mount HVAC unit inside and run an outdoor unit?
What, the heat exchanger inside?
How do you get that out of here?
Oh, this thing?
That's gonna have to be broken down. You should be able to get somebody to do that for free, just to be able to scrap it. That's a lot of money in scrap right there, so.
Deadlift
You
time.
wanna pick it up?
Deadlift time.
I don't think it can move.
Nah, it's not gonna be that heavy.
Oh, no?
Probably a couple hundred pounds.
Deadlift it, Paul. Deadlift it.
Alright, it'll move, that's good.
It's just a giant fan and
I wonder how many tons this thing is. What is it, 15 tons maybe? 10 tons?
It has a schematic on the back of it.
guess this was their HVAC unit. 5.5. Oh, this is old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's R22.
What's R22?
They don't even make anything with R22 anymore. They're abandoning it for 40 something.
Alright, so we got a piece of, we got an antique over here.
History.
Yes, do you see how everything else comes with a schematic on how it works, so you can troubleshoot it? Everything else in this world, except for what we work on, comes with the stuff so you can fix it. All the information is there.
Want to go back and talk to Sonny?
Is he in the office? He's probably at home. He's never in the office anymore.
We'll find him.
Okay.
I know where he lives.
Let's go to simple math.
You should always know where your contractor lives. Thanks for taking the time in the middle of the day. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad I came over here and looked at
I'm glad you came too, because I wanted everything to get, Sonny made it, I mean, you know, I don't think it's complicated, I think we'll get it done, but Sonny made it,
No, it's just infrastructure stuff.
Just want to take a second look before I do the signing.
I think we should take a couple of looks, I think you should bring everybody in.
Yeah.
I want you to have a great idea, you know, I don't want you to have any surprises.
Yeah,
Let's bring Sonny in, tell Sonny to bring his architect in, you know, let's get everybody in.
Well, thank you very much.
See you soon.
Thank you. Paul, back to fixing boards. All right.
Go find Sonny.
So, let's see what chat says. Wait, this is not the button. All right, so what do we think? Okay, so what does everybody else think here? Is this place the new current store? Yeah, we're pretty close to agreement. Lease terms seem to be equitable and fair for this place. What? Yeah, like they said, you can the deposit they worked with us on. You can have a year of free rent. I mean, they've like a year of free rent and working with me on the deposit is pretty fair. Yeah, so, but they seem to be people that know as much about construction as I do, and everything that Paul was asking questions about there seems to mean that the new owner seems to know about as much about construction as I do, and that's scary. Except I don't actually do construction. Like usually, or Paul will usually take my drill or my tool away from me before I start hammering or doing anything, and it doesn't seem like anybody did that with this. What do they think? You need a building inspector to have a look. Might be worth a few $100. It looks like a project.
Oh, is there anything in the lease about a CO?
What, CO?
Yes.
Court office?
No, a certificate of occupancy. Do they guarantee us a certificate of occupancy?
I don't know. I gotta read that. Tagging RIP. Yeah, it's a shitty YouTube app. Yeah, such is life. Alright, people. YouTube streaming from an Android phone always sucks. It will be fine. Just get it drawn up by an architect and put it out for bid. Get 3 prices. Is there heat this time? Let's just say, so what pricing do you think is going to be the target price for this to move? Like besides deposit, because I fucked up like the $38,000 they want, 38,000 or whatever.
I need to look at what. I think one of our biggest construction is all nickel and diming for everything you got to do. I think the HVAC is going to be the biggest single cost. Getting a 5-ton package unit to be able to cover that space is going to be very expensive.
As well as what else? Yeah, so it was HVAC, and then you said the electrical. We're taking down the wall, but taking down that isn't that one of the walls that you could like just kick through, just like the one?
It's drywall. Just run through it. We could even have fun with that shit.
Yeah. So
Drywall's cheap.
Yeah. Now he does not confirm that he knows where the breaker panel is.
No. It looked like the main 3-phase was coming in the front corner, but we could not confirm nor deny that.
Gorbachev, tear down that wall. You can get a lot of this work done for free by Please Bro, and your contacts in the industry would make an awesome video series and give everyone so much exposure. Dude.
Nobody works for exposure. Anybody that works for exposure is an idiot.
When I ask, do you know which type of connector Bafang uses on this motor? I still have not gotten an accurate answer. And you expect me to get people to do a fucking $100,000 construction job from YouTube contacts.
Anybody that works for exposure is in college. Once you get out of college, you realize you can't work for exposure anymore. You work for money.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find a contractor that's willing to rebuild this entire space for exposure. But I don't really have I have contacts in the industry that fix stuff. I don't have contacts in the industry that build stuff. But it would be cool to find one. Paul should be a 50% owner of Rossman Group to tie up for years. I agree that Paul should be 50% owner of the debt involved in the construction of this place.
I'll buy your
They had me on FiOS. That space has nothing. If they're offering a good deal, ask for a better one. The sockets are high. Oh, somebody's talking about. They're arguing about Cat 5, 6, and 7 and all that shit. XT60. No noob. Hall sensor connector. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Does Cat 5e support 10 gigabit? Or do you need Cat 6?
I'm not sure, but we have about 6,000 feet of Cat 6 in the store right now. Oh, there's the little delivery area for burrito. We could open a burrito place in there. Rossman Group could do combo repair of Apple and Bafang. Yeah. And Tesla. We could fit Teslas in there.
Plenty of room.
Paul is a mechanic. He's always wanted to work on Teslas.
No, I have not. I've never wanted. Fake news.
We're gonna
Fake news.
Our channel's gonna compete with Rich Benoit of Rich Rebuilds, and we are going to do Tesla repair with our lead technician.
Never wanted to work on a Tesla ever.
We'll work.
You can't even buy windshield wipers for a Tesla.
He doesn't know what was in his employee agreement.
I never signed an employee agreement.
When the chains come out, you'll be working on a Tesla. Well, is there fans? No. Conduits everywhere, and at best, fiber runs and drops. I don't really care about the internal networking of the place right now, because if I can get FiOS, that's fine with me. It's not like the biggest files that we transfer over the network on a regular basis are 200 kilobyte schematic PDFs. Like I don't give a fuck about them.
Now, we also have 20, 30 gigabytes worth of backup data.
Data recovery too, but the NAS that has been kicked repeatedly is the bottleneck there more than the cabling. Everybody here is nerding out on the cabling used for that. I care more about how do we cool the place, heat the place, build it. The Cat 5 and Cat 6 is an afterthought. Just throw a bunch of it in the wall. It's not as good as Cat 6, which I already paid for 5 years ago.
Okay, so we use your Cat 6 until we're done, or we use your Cat 6 for main runs, and then use Cat 5 for all the other shit.
Do you think you're going to go through 5,000 feet of Cat 6 in this build?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
You're insane. It's like 80 feet from one side to the other.
Unless you want to trunk some stuff and put patch panels in different areas, or put splitters in different areas.
Okay, oh, 200K plus, people think. Install a fireplace and burn Apple boxes. That may be outside of budget. Does this new location have a reliable USPS pickup?
Hopefully. Damn, I hope so.
Read the contract many times or ask a lawyer. Signing too quick will make you regret it. Yep, learned that lesson the hard way a long time ago. Buy a selfie stick. Fuck that waste of money and time. Do you really want to see my face more clearly? Let's see. Tesla is bad. Tesla's not bad. Yeah, there's more relevant talk about construction, HVAC, plumbing, anything. They're just purely geeking out on Cat 5 and 6. Way to miss the... All right.
Can we time out some Cat 5 talk?
Several people are saying they think 250,000. I think...
We're not building a house.
With the amount of stuff, with like HVAC is going to add up quickly, especially if you need to get permits for it.
But $250,000 is enough to build a 2-story, 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath house. We're not building an entire house. We're only furnishing the inside of a space.
Well, that's about it. So you got a little bit of a preview of what it is I'm looking at. Now as we walk back into the store, you'll get to see the difference between what I'm looking to move to and where I'm from. This is gonna be sad.
Make sure you get yourself bouncing off of Steve as you walk by.
Yeah, me bouncing off of Steve as I walk by and fucking up his hard drive recovery has to be in every video. Alright, so we're walking down the street. Let's walk in over here. Rossman Repair Group. The sun often gets in people's eyes in the front, so we hung a schematic for dye t-shirt in the window because we didn't get blinds. Thank you. Kevin. But she's sick today, unfortunately. This is a Kevin-proof tip jar. There you go.
You see it?
Usually Steve is sitting right here, and as I walk by, I kick his chair, and I smash us right into the heads of the seat.
Yeah, it's a little bit clearer on this side too, actually. Look at that.
Damn, he cleans it. Buffet.
What happened?
There's a lot of little surprises.
Like,
Paul will go over. Well, there's a light. There's a fluorescent behind the wall that they put up. They put it all over a light fixture.
what?
There's that. The toilet would have to be raised because instead of putting a pump. Yeah, Paul asked all the good questions. Really, I don't know jack shit about construction. But putting a unit on the roof for air conditioning is going to be at least 10 or 30,000.
Wait, but he said they're gonna do that. He said it's already set up. What do you mean?
Did he say that?
Yeah. He said they see everything is already ran into the building.
Yeah, you don't have to put a unit on the roof.
But that big thing was the unit, no? He said.
You have to get somebody who's willing to put that on the roof, and a permit for it. And also that unit, according to Paul, they don't use that whatever that uses anymore. 22 something. Yeah, I recorded this so that every single question we had with Paul would be answered. And then the office. So when you get into the office, you kind of have to move to the side because this space is actually so narrow that you can't fit through it. So I have to do this in order to get into my office. Which, this is the desk, bathroom.
Office in the back, up on the deck, storage underneath.
See you later.
And the bathroom up 7 feet in the air so that it can go down into the